Good day, friends. This is Homeschooling Channel, Standard 9th History, Unit 5, The Classical World. First, let's see what is Classical World. Classical World contains the ancient Greece and Rome. Classical Age refers to the interlocking civilization of ancient Greece and ancient Rome, which is known as Greco-Roman world. Interlocking means fit together. This video talks about the Rome Hellenistic world. And what is Hellenistic civilization? Cultural development that took place after Alexander's death, that is 323 BC, is called Hellenistic civilization. Alexander the Great is a Macedonian king. Under Alexander, the Greeks were able to establish a kingdom in Macedonia. The Greek school of science, mathematics, and philosophy reached its peak in Greek Egyptian city of Alexandria. Mr. Euclid, who formulated the basic theorems of geometry, Aristophanes, who accurately calculated the diameter of the earth, and Hipparchus, the founder of trigonometry, were all products of this age. And Ptolemy built on Hipparchus' ideas and later developed a model of motion of the planets and stars. Roman Republic. In the beginning, Rome was a society of agriculturists organized through their ancestors. Out of this developed an hereditary ruling class. Roman people were divided into two classes. They are patricians and plebeians. Patricians are rich landlords and plebeians are common citizens. And dear friends, please look at the location of Rome. Rome was strategically located in the crisscrossing trade routes cutting north-south and east-west. So, taxes on posing traders added to the revenue derived from agriculture. By the late 6th century, Rome developed into a wealthy town and moreover a major source of revenue to the Roman state was slave trade. The island of Delos became a great slave market. Let's see the class war between patricians and plebeians. Usually, the prisoners of war were enslaved in Rome. Thus, Rome produced a new labor force for the rich to exploit. Big landlords bought slaves cheaply and used them to cultivate their estates. So, the slave population grew, and by the 1st century BC, there were 2 million slaves when the total strength of free population was 3.25 million. So, because of the slaves, the plebeians, that is the common people, didn't get employment opportunity. This led to poverty. So the conflict between plebeians and patricians became bloodier. Tiberius Gracchus and Caius Dio Gracchus. Though patricians voiced their opinion in favor of poor peasants, as the peasants supported their program, the senators, shocked by this development and murdered both of them. Their death played a decisive role in the transformation of Roman Republic into the Roman Empire. The next one is transfer of power from consuls to emperor. When Marius became consul with the support of Equites, the new rich people, he made an attempt to push through a land distribution bill in the Senate. This led to violence. The allies of Marius were killed. This resulted in a civil war between the followers of Marius and Sulla. Sulla ruled the country for 3 years. After the death of Sulla, Cinna and Catilina came to power. The establishment of Principate. The civil wars over social issues ended only to be replaced by civil wars between generals. Civil wars between Marius and Cinna against Sulla, Pompey against Julius Caesar, Brutus and Cassius against Mark Antony, and Octavian. This Octavian is called as Augustus. The people felt that allowing Octavian, now called as Augustus, to establish the de facto monarchy was the only way to re-establish the political stability. The period starting from Augustus is known as the Principate. Augustus called himself Imperator, equivalent to the English word emperor. Let's see about the society under Principate in the next video. Let's see some points about slave revolts. There were more slave revolts in Rome than in Greece. The revolt of Spartacus, the most famous, it began in 73 BC, involving about 70,000 slaves. The revolt threatened the power in Rome. Ultimately, Spartacus was killed and the revolt crushed. 6,000 of the followers of Spartacus were executed. And this is the question corner. Which is the major source of revenue to the Rome state? Write your answers in the comment section. Stay tuned with Homeschooling channel. Thank you.